you, my man. Hey, give yourselves a hand for coming out and supporting live comedy. All right. So, hey, good to be here. Good to be here in Sutter. Good to be in Sutter, not wearing antlers running through the field here. But anyway, so hey, it's a blast here that I get to have my family here. We don't get too many shows here, but where's my wife at? There she is. Wave to everybody. No, don't act like you don't know me. So anyway, so that's my wife there. I got my kids here. So this summer we'd have been married 15 years. And I got my beautiful kids here, and boy, I love them to death. Life is good, but you know, when you got kids, you start running into issues, right? You start running into some uncomfortable questions. Now, I had my oldest once, and she asked me, we were out at lunch, and she says, Dad, what are we? I said, what you mean, what are we? She says, well, the guy across the street is Indian, and the guy on the corner, he's white, and we got a Filipino down the street. I mean, what are we, right? And it's like, wait a minute, you know, I mean, for those of you that don't know me, you know, I'm like a quarter white, a quarter black, and half Mexican, right? So like, that makes me a mutt, right? You don't want to tell that to your kids, you know what I'm saying? So I had to think fast, but luckily we were at Applebee's. So I looked down at the menu and I said, sweetheart, we're racial samplers. You know, like I said, when you got kids, you got to learn to start thinking fast, you know? So when my youngest asked me that same question, hey, we were at Starbucks, so I had that handled. Because I just looked at her and I said, sweetie, you and I, we're bold Latin characters infused with classical European notes and a vibrant African finish. And I'll tell you, you know, I've got to tell you that I've had a lot of things that I'm proud of, but I have achieved, as a Chicano in this country, I have achieved the highest level of achievement that any Chicano can reach. No, I graduated from college. No, I married a white woman. Yeah. I mean, if you go back to East LA, we got the picture of we got the statue of Cesar Chavez, and then on the other corner is me and her. But you know, with that, I mean, it's presented some challenges because, you know, my wife, obviously, is from here. She grew up over here in Live Oak and stuff. So, you know, she has this rural background that I don't share. And so once, I forgot I was trying to do some housework and I was trying to do some repair work at home and failing miserably. And my wife said, you know what, David? Man, you don't know how to use tools. You're not good at construction, man. You know what? I'm more Mexican than you. I said, man, whoa. Where are you coming from, man? This little girl from Live Oak, you tell me one way from East LA, little barrio way, right? You're more Mexican than me. I said, man, where do you even come out saying that? She says, okay, you don't believe me? I'll prove it to you. All right. She looks at me and says, I had 5 siblings in my family. How many siblings were in yours? It's me and my sister. Okay. My dad was a car mechanic. What did your dad do for a living? My dad was a dietitian for Kaiser Hollywood for 34 years before he retired. He says, okay, only half of us kids in my family ever even got a high school diploma. How much education did you and your sister get? Well, I went to Cal State LA and got a degree in accounting, a minor in English, and my sister went to New York and studied at Columbia before going to law school. She looked at me and says, all right, so who's more Mexican? You are, babe. Who? I said, you. Well, then step off, vato loco. It's like our country doesn't know how to get together anymore, you know what I mean? And it's ironic that it's happening during an election cycle. Look, can I propose something that'll help us out? I think there's something that we can do as Americans to help bring our country together. I think it's time that we elected a Mexican as President of the United States. Who does not like tacos and beer? I'm just saying, think of the pride you'll have when the president rolls through town in the presidential lowrider. man, look at man, I got total respect for the Marines. You know, the president has the Marine band that plays every time he goes into a room, right? They play Hail to the Chief, and that's good. But man, how much more awesome would it be if the president had his own mariachi band?